Hello students, in this video we are going to learn prose 1, the heavenly parasol. Heavenly meaning is from the heaven or divine. Parasol meaning is umbrella. So in this chapter we are going to see an umbrella which comes from heaven. So let's start with the lesson. There was once a beautiful princess in the town of Pragjodisha called Amritaprabha. When she came of age, the king held a Swayamvara to enable her to choose her husband. Many illustrious suitors, lured by tales of Amritaprabha's beauty, assembled there. So, in this, how it starts, there was a princess called Amritaprabha from the town Pragjodisha. So she attained the age of marriage. So her father, that's a king, arranged for a Swayamvara. Okay, Swayamvara means many kings and princes from other kingdom, they will come, and from that the princess will choose a suitable husband from that prince or kings. Okay, so that is called Swayamvara. So like that, the father of Amritaprabha arranged for a Swayamvara, and so hearing the tales means story. Okay, a story about the beauty of Amritaprabha, so many kings, they gathered there. Okay, illustrious means well known. Okay, well-known suitors means those who suit to her, to be her husband. Okay, so they came, and lured means, meaning of lured is attracted. Attracted by the story of Amritaprabha's beauty, they came to the Swayamvara. Among them was Meghavagana, the great grandson of a farmer king of Kashmir. Amritaprabha shyly cast her eyes over the court and wondered whom she would choose. To Meghavagana's surprise, the princess stopped before him and put the garland around his neck. He rose to his feet, unable to attain his joy. So in the Swayamvara, one of the prince was Meghavagana. Okay, so he came from Kashmir. So he was great grandson of the former king. Former means the previous. Okay, not the existing king, the previous king he was. So his grandson Meghavagana. And Amritaprabha was very shy, and she just looked at the court. Okay, so how the prince and all gathered there. So to whom to choose? She was very shy, and she just took a glance, and then she came near Meghavagana and she stopped near him, and she put the garland around his neck. Okay, so garland means the flowers are tied together like a string, no, that's called garland. So she put the garland for Meghavagana, and Meghavagana was very much surprised, and he rose to his feet. Okay, rose means it's a past tense of rise. Okay, so he stood up. So he was unable to contain his joy, unable to bear the joy. Okay, so by that he stood up. The couple moved forward to seek the king's blessings. As the king stepped down from his throne, the priest cried out in surprise, "Your Honor, the parasol of Varuna has cast its shadow over the prince." Now, the newly married prince and princess, okay, so they couple. So they both moved forward to get the blessing from the king. Okay, so the king, he stood up from his throne. Throne means the place where the seat where the king sits. Okay, so that's a throne. So from that he stood up, and by that time the priest, he cried out of surprise. Okay, he shouted with surprise. So what he said, the parasol of Varuna has cast its shadow over the prince. Okay, I already told the meaning of parasol is umbrella, and it's umbrella of Lord Varuna. Varuna was the lord of oceans, god of ocean. So his parasol has cast its shadow over the Prince Meghavagana. Okay. It is true, exclaimed the king. My son, you are favored by the gods. So the king also was very much surprised, and he also exclaimed with joy. It's true. And he said, God has given you the blessing. They are in your favor. Okay, so like that he said. Meghavagna looked up in surprise, wondering at the meaning of these words. All at once he saw by his side a beautiful, dazzling white parasol with exquisite decorations that was casting its shadow over him. So Meghavagna was very much surprised because he can't understand what it is. So in wonder, in surprise, he just looked what it is. So he saw a very beautiful, dazzling white parasol. Okay, so it's dazzling means brightly, bright colored, bright in look. Okay, so white parasol with exquisite decorations. So beautiful, exquisite means beautiful decorations, and it was casting its shadow over Meghavagna. So this he just looked around. Then, this is the parasol of Varuna, the lord of the seas, explained the king. It casts its shadow on none else but a sovereign of the whole world. You are destined for glory and brilliance. So what the king said now, he said, this is a parasol of Varuna, that is the lord of seas. And he said, it cast its shadow none other than the sovereign. Sovereign is the king of king, like that very mighty person, very powerful person. So it cast its shadow on such a mighty person, he is the king of all world. Okay. And you are destined for glory and brilliance. So you are the person who can get all glory. So like that he said. Dashed by these portents and by his good fortune, Meghavagana brought his bride and the divine parasol back home. So dashed means confused. So Meghavagana was very much confused. So he was not knowing all these parasol and all, but it was casting its shadow on him. So he was very much confused. And portents means some event which is not known to him. Okay, so portent means it's not known to him. So by that only he got confused, and by that he brought his bride. Okay, bride means that newly married girl. She's the bride, and Meghavagna brought his wife and parasol to his home. Okay, to his country he came back. Upon his return, the ministers of the Kashmir court sought him out and offered the throne to him. We are dissatisfied with our present ruler, they said. He has devoted himself to a life of prayers, and the affairs of the kingdom lie neglected. The people suffer because of this. Your noble character and the bravery are well known in these parts. Honor us and the land by accepting our offer. So when he returned to Kashmir, the ministers of Kashmir, they came to Meghavagana and they said that they are not satisfied with their present ruler. Why? Because he was very much involved in prayers. Okay, and not bothered about the anything about the kingdom. So because of this, the people are suffering. So they wanted Meghavagana to accept the offer of becoming the king of Kashmir. Okay, why? Because they know that his noble character, that is good character. Noble means very good character, and bravery is very courageous. So because of that, they want Meghavagana to become the king of Kashmir. Meghavagana became the king of Kashmir. Soon he proclaimed a law against the killing of living beings. It became his ambition to conquer other kingdoms to impose this law on them as well. So now he accepted the offer. So he accepted the offer and he became the king of Kashmir. Then after becoming the king, he proclaimed a law. Proclaim means announced publicly. Okay, to the people he announced that no living beings should be killed. Okay, against means opposite. So against killing of living beings. So that means no one should kill any living thing. Okay, so then it became his ambition also to conquer all other kingdoms also and impose the same law. He not only in his kingdom, but he want other kingdom also to get that law. So he want to conquer the other kingdoms. Then once, while on an expedition near the sea, the king told his weary army to rest in the shade of some palm groves. I must use this time to plan a way to conquer the island of Lanka, he thought. It is the land of demons and need to be taught the ways of peace. But how will I cross the great seas with my army? So when he was on a expedition near the sea. Expedition means like exploring. He went with his army to travel. Okay, so that time the weary army. Weary means tired. His army, the people were tired. So he asked them to take rest under the shade of some palm groves. Palm groves means palm trees. And that time he was thinking about to conquer the island of Lanka. Okay, that is Sri Lanka. So he want to conquer that island, and he was thinking it's a land of demons. They have to be taught how to be in a peaceful way, not to kill anybody. That has to be taught to them. So how to cross the sea in between? Okay, so it's an island, right? So he want to cross the sea, then only he can reach the island. So he was thinking about how to do that. Okay, all of a sudden there was a cry in the air. It seemed to come from the wood by the shore, not far from where the royal horses were tethered. The cry came again, and the king heard the plaintive call. Even under Meghavagana's rule, I have been slain. So that was a cry. Okay. So when his army was taking rest, he heard some sound from nearby place. So nearby wood means nearby forest. Okay, by the shore means that's the seashore where they are taking rest. Okay, so tethered means tied. The animals are tied, no? That is called tethered. Okay, so the horses are tied and the army were taking rest, and he got a cry sound in the air. So it was nearby only. So the plaintive call, that is sad call, crying sound. So the Meghavagana cried, and it said, even under Meghavagana's rule, I have been slain. So kill violently. Slain meaning is kill violently. That was the cry Meghavagana could hear. Okay. So with this, I'll wind up this video. I'll continue the same chapter in my next video. Thank you, children.